Good evening. Welcome to my live broadcast number 151. I'm broadcasting live from Auckland, New Zealand. My name is Key Peel and I'm addressing the Billion Coin community. Like usual, I better remember to share my screen, so I'll do that straight away. And the first blog goes back to May of last year, 2018. It's quite interesting, so I'll just share the screen. Okay, this is what happened last year. Oops. May the 28th, 2018 will go down in history as the first day TBC as money achieved a foothold legally. Okay. Yesterday, a memorandum of agreement, MOA, was officially signed, making TBC as legal money for the 110 tribes of the Philippines. Okay, introduction, number one. The Memorandum of Agreement, MOA, is made on this day, 28th of this day, May 2018, between CDO TBC Consumers Cooperative, an organization which offers cryptocurrency. The Billion Coin, or TBC, the first abundance-based cryptocurrency to the 110 tribes of the Philippines to use TBC as their currency within the tribal community, as per Republic Act number 8371. That within it they can enjoy all benefits of using a completely decentralized cryptocurrency, which truly respects the financial privacy of each that user. And objective. The objective of this Memorandum of Agreement is to express the willingness of both parties to engage in an effort to promote the mission of TBC, or Billion Coin, which is to serve one another with love and respect, and use the Billion Coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery, as well as its activities to develop and expand relationships within the 110 tribes of the Philippines. Okay, here's their terms and conditions. Joint cooperation by providing necessary support to the TBC community in undertaking seminars and promotion activities. Neither party shall disclose the information which has or may come into its possession in connection with this agreement or performance of its obligations hereunder, which information is deemed to be confidential and may not be disclosed to third parties without prior written consent of the other party. Collaborate with one another and shall not impede the proper performance of services under this agreement. Both parties agree to refer clients to each for their assistance, cognizant of the individual mandate of the parties. Parties indemnify each other against any or all claims, damages, and expenses or costs in the event of any claims, damages, and expenses as a result of gross negligence, fraud, willful default, criminal action, or breach of this agreement by the other party and its employees, representatives, or agents. Organizing of joint programs, conferences, symposiums, and meetings in various specialities, taking into account the need to increase awareness of both parties' services. So there's the signed on that day, 28th of May 2018, the legal document, MOA, and that was, and these are all the same terms and conditions. And this is the undersigned version that was forwarded to me, and below is an image of the signed version. So, the 110 tribes of the Philippines, you know, there's got to be thousands of them within those tribes around all of those islands. Now, this is admin speaking. I was asked to share some words for the occasion, and I supplied the following to be read at this event. Mutually, this is an exciting time for our peoples, the called Tibetans, and for the native tribes of the Philippines. This day will mark our mutual histories as the leaders of these great tribes officially declare TBC to be the preferred money used to exchange goods and services not only locally but also globally. As the creator of this coin TBC, I am both honored and humbled by your acceptance of TBC. I'd like to share a few words from the mission statement of TBC. I wrote at the beginning of this journey, quote, "Our mission is to serve one another with love and respect and use the billion coin to lift humanity out of hunger, poverty, and misery. May the scales of ignorance fall from each that we touch, and may they each embrace a life full of abundance and prosperity as they accept our membership coin community." End quote. By design, this coin is to bring up is this coin is to bring to light the truth about our Mother Earth, arrayed in all of her abundance, that mankind has forgotten. She does indeed provide mankind all that they will ever need and more. Why do so? Many live in lack and want. Why do we continue to accept hunger as a death sentence for some? It's a shame that mankind has lost the wisdom these native tribes hold dear. Not just the native tribes of the Philippines, but the indigenous peoples from all over the earth that cling to the sacred truths about man and nature in truly amazing ways. The noise mankind has unfortunately drowned out the wonderful songs that have come out of our heritage. Perhaps with the abundance TBC can bring to the gentle people still grounded on our Mother Earth, those songs will be heard at a higher, and then may mankind learn again to embrace the meaning of each of them. Never, ever let your precious customs wither away and become dust in the wind. Hold fast to the things that make you special and unique. TBC will give you the means to care for the poor and needy among you, and even greatly enrich each of your overtime. Just don't let the newfound abundance wash out the amazing things that have always existed within each of your great tribes. Edmund, so you can see this doesn't burden TBC in any way, and it just opens the doors to mutual benefits for all involved. What this does for us is it sets a precedent that TBC is being recognized as money legally. Bitcoin has had similar achievements, and it does make it very difficult for regulators to say Bitcoin cannot hold value. Bitcoin has been a pathfinder for TBC, although you will not compromise the true value of TBC by putting it on any market exchange, as Bitcoin did. That will not adhere to the official current price published on our website. So here we are signing that MOA. Okay. As admin of TBC, I have a great deal of respect for DOC. Danilo S. Muraru, or Doc Dan, and without his leadership in the Philippines, this historic day come. Members of TBC are generally clueless about the personal leaders make in their behalf selflessly. Please support leaders. We need more of them. Okay? Oh, yeah. So TBC is moving. Right, our next one is this one here, which we are on right now. This promotion. See the leader. I see the membership growing at a steady rate every day. So it's coming along. It may have to come along a bit quicker. Who knows? But it is moving. Okay, January 2019 comes to a quick close. We have converted the holiday promo into the 2019 promo. How long will this 2019 promo? It will last until we fill all of 1,111,111 billionaire positions at the top of the 10 by 9 matrix. Holding one whole TBC coin qualifies you to be one of the billionaires. It will be 1,000 times harder to acquire Kringle in the distribution phase once all of the billionaire positions are. Don't make the mistake of believing that today's growth pattern will also be the same for tomorrow ongoing. We achieved so much in 2018 to relieve people of their doubts about TBC. Lawfulness of TBC operating free from government regulation is clear to anyone that reads the public notice. So you all know where the public notice is. It's right in where you log in on your KCBO. It's in there. And it's also where you log into your wallet, your 009 wallet. The goodness of TBC is unquestioned when you read the Kringle mission statement. The merchant listings shows the seriousness TBC is taking towards the use of Kringle as a medium of exchange for goods and services globally. The fact that we are still here 3 years later, and that's only a couple of weeks away, March 21st. So yeah, that's their third year. later demonstrates our durability, so expect hundreds of daily sign-ups to turn into sign-ups, and then tens of daily sign-ups as we grow exponentially in 2019 and quickly fill all of the billionaire positions. So, don't know the exact number that's in there. They haven't given any figure on how many positions are gone and how many are left and so on. Right, cumulative transaction. Hope you all know the meaning of the word accumulate. It means you are not stuck on the first transaction you do in TBC to be locked into your 2019 promo cookie rewards. Even if your first transaction was only 4 grains, you can do additional transactions that will add an additional 36 grains to maximize this promo. So it will all accumulate until you max it out at 40 grains. No worries to get started. Just get in where you fit it, whatever you can afford, then later you can add to it. Okay, I'll just go back up here. What they're saying is, if you can't afford a 1 or 40 grain transaction, and there's thousands of people around the world, I like that. And then right down the bottom is the 40 grains, that's a max, but you can do multiple of those. It's really up to you. But to qualify in this promotion, you have to do or accumulate up to 40 grains, and that and purchase that becomes one whole coin. And here's one whole coin here, which is 100 million cookies. Referrer or your sponsor gets cookies out of it. If you do a 4 grain one day or two, if you do a 4 grain transaction in 1 week, and say you do a 12 grain transaction in another week, and you do, say, in another week you do a 20, so 12, 32, 36, yeah. And then the last one there can do an 8, but as long as it all accumulates up to 40 grain. But if you always go right across to this right-hand side, the referrer, the sponsor, gets the equivalent of each of those different transactions that amass to 40 grains. That sponsor gets all of these, whichever, as cookie rewards. Right, transaction cookie rewards. 4 grains will get you 100,000 cookies, while an 8 grain gets you 250,000 cookies. If you do several small transactions, the reward is the same as though you did one large transaction. For example, if you did 10 4 grain transactions, you will get 100 million cookies, the same as if you did one 40 grain transaction. Well, those who may look at this, 40 grains is approximately 100 US dollars. 4 grains is approximately 10 US dollars. So, 40 grains. So, in one way or another, all members are encouraged to do a 40 grain transaction or transactions to maximize the benefits to all. Per referral cookie reward. The more you do it, the more cookies you will receive when you sponsor others to join TBC. This will not work retroactively. Think of this: if you get rewarded for your referral based on the rung you are on this ladder. If you are on 4 grain rung of this ladder, when you sponsor your first referral, then you will get 1 million cookies for that referral. Then let's say you were on the 20 grain rung of the ladder. When you sponsored your second referral, you will get 5 million cookies for your second referral. You will not get an extra 4 million cookies retroactively for your first referral. So what they're saying is your first 4 grain is 1 million cookies. You don't get the build up of 4 million cookies to make that the same as your second. Another 4 million cookies on top of that first transaction makes it 5, the same as the second transaction for your second referral. So you don't get that done retroactively. Not is the key word in that last sentence. 40-grain run rewards 10 million cookies per referral. So do your best, get up, do this run as fast as you can, and sponsor like Mad Dogs while this 2019 promo lasts. Right. Right, we'll go over it and start 23 steps that help you when you registering, prospecting. So you share the gift or receive the gift as they have here. Don't share the gift to anybody. You're either going to get one of two answers, so they're yes or no. Complete the Kringle Cash profile. And with the top one, I know it hurts a lot of people when you get a rejection. Trust me, I've been down that road more than along the good road. However, you learn to shrug that off. You just smile when you walk away. Complete the Kringle Cash profile. Pass the send button test, which is 10 questions. Pay the 4 grain or the $10 admin fee. Set up a new wallet, which is the 009 wallet. Set up a YouTube broadcast. This is important. There's a lot of cookies involved in this broadcast. You're only doing a 30-minute broadcast. You can do as many in a day as you want, or you can do 1 a week, 2 a week, whatever. Yeah. But that's on admin's approval. Those broadcasts are worth 1 million cookies. 1 million cookies, those, and all you're doing is telling the people how you got into TBC, what you think about TBC, and so on and so on. Okay, schedule a 30-minute broadcast inside the Kringle Cash back office or KCBO. Do your broadcast. Purchase $100 of Kringles or 40 grains of Kringles. Complete the transaction verification on the buyer side in the KCBO. Have the seller approve your transaction on the seller side in the KCBO. The other night I did one from the buyer side. It's quite straightforward, you know, and I showed you on the seller side what they do, and before they approve, they make sure everything's in order, especially a payment, whichever way you choose to have done your payment. But never click that approve button until you're satisfied that you got what you need to have. Select a broadcaster and become their partner. Select a broadcaster and become their partner. Okay. Sign up everyone in your household and help them to receive the gift, even babies. Remember, in the mission statement, it says this is a multi-generational program. Help each member of your household to complete the steps above. Receive a 50% commission on each member your household from your partner. Yeah. Make a list of the 10 closest people to you in your life outside your household. Invite all 10 of them to receive the gift and then complete the steps above. Start 50 new chat sessions on Facebook using a GIF icebreaker. Well, that's what we call icebreakers, which is a GIF, you know, they're funny face GIFs that make you smile and all those things. If you got a 300-400 Facebook friends, you know, send out about 50 to them each, and just see how you get on, whether they reply or like or put a comment in the comment box. And then down here, show interest in each of these Facebook friends that respond to your icebreaker. So if you get a bite, you know, doesn't matter, or like or a nice comment, then once chat dialogue is showing open friendliness, invite them to receive the gift. Help those that receive the gift to complete the steps above. Work your broadcast leads inside of your KCBO. Now I said the other, and study the blog daily. That's important, study that blog daily. And that broadcast leads, it only applies to the broadcasters. Okay? Anyone who's a non-broadcaster, you won't see that in your KCBO. Okay, I'll just stop sharing and come back live. Oh man, have you had any good weather down your way? And we've had some terrific weather up here, saying it's that hot. Anyway, get on with it. Sister Carol, you're always here. And Brother Darren, you also, even Sister Violet. Thank you, three, for watching my live broadcast. And also, my wife, Bex, my moderator. And there's always one other sitting outside there. And whoever you are, you're most welcome. My broadcasts are 9 p.m. Sunday to Friday. A Saturday is a morning broadcast. Okay? And once again, thank you so much for watching my broadcast.